Morning, everybody. Houseboat Grandma here in South Louisiana Bayou. Saving and preserving our Louisiana Heirloom Mirliton. This variety is endangered. She's the last of her kind. She's different from all others. She's been growing in Dupuy-Prejean, Louisiana for 35 years. In 2023, I obtained 7 sprouts and about half of them came up. She's different from all others. She's very unique. She's smooth, she's large, she doesn't have the deep furrows that you have to cut out, and she doesn't have the spikes. Her parent plant that I got her from died in a 2023 heat wave. We're losing a lot of our heirloom Mirlitons due to floods. Katrina wiped out New Orleans. Hurricanes, we're losing them to recently the heat waves, the freezes. The weather's extreme. Gardening's not what it used to be. So I decided that I'm gonna have to grow her in a different way from everybody else's, especially from my location. I cannot have a trellis here. So what I did was I got an 8-foot cow panel from Tractor Supply. I smashed it in half and I made an A-frame. And inside this A-frame, during the winter, I can protect her to have a spring crop. And actually, the way that I'm growing her, I get Mirlitons year-round. I don't pick them all at one time. I can come out here and pick Mirlitons as I need them. And they're delicious in salads. And so I'm going to show you what the Dupuy-Prejean looks like and how I grow her. Am I worried about these yellow spots? No. Am I worried about these vines dying off? No, because I'm going to tell you why. Growing her the way I do, close to the ground, the Mirlitons get big, they mature, and they come to the ground and they root. And they grow vines. And so when I need my Mirliton, I just come grab my Mirliton and it separates them up from the vines. So I have vines growing all up in here on the side of this Mirliton. Plus, you see where these vines hit the ground? Right here? Where these vines touch the ground, they rooted. They rooted and they made vines. And the vine, I was out here, I lost it since then because she's swallowed it. She's actually taken over everything. But I had a vine that was 4 feet tall, on every leaf node like this, she had babies. Just like this one. Babies, every leaf node. And so I have vines that have rooted up in here. New vines. I have Mirlitons that have rooted and grown vines all up in here. I get my Mirliton, I get my vine. So, you know, she's reproducing. She's continuously making new vines, which is good because you never know. I can only do so much. So let's go look at what she's got, because she produces year-round, and you can do this. It's not hard. I'm going to show you what I do. So you see how this Mirliton, how they smooth. They don't have the deep furrows. They don't have the spikes. That's a baby, okay? But she produces year-round. She's full of babies, like I showed you at every stage. So she's got Mirlitons up in here. Look at her Mirliton. And she got a Mirliton up in here. So you see how they smooth? These are different. And she's the last of her kind. So this is my A-frame. During the winter, I hang a heat lamp in here and a thermometer. That way during the day, when she gets too hot, I can come out here and vent her. Okay? So I have my A-frame. I cover all of this with cardboard if we go to 20 degrees or below. And then I have 2 tarps that I cover her with, and I get to protect all of this, but she's huge. And it didn't have bees. I had flowers, but it didn't have bees, so I went foraging. And I found this locally. This is called Biden's Pelosa. It's actually medicinal weed, and the bees love it. It's a big, huge bee attractor. So when I covered my Mirliton, I also covered my Biden's, so that I have my bees. And I do have bees. And the bees are all over. So, hold on. So this is the do as I say, not as I do, because of this. I accidentally left this in here, and it was in a 3-gallon pot, and I've been adding compost to it. And you see how some of the older, bigger vines die? And then we get new growth, and that's what she's supposed to do. And of course, I still have Mirlitons that I can eat that have also rooted. Plus, I have new ones over here. I don't know what this is doing. She's being funny. But of course, and I have my pollinators next to her. I have a huge wall right here of, this is pineapple sage that I like to eat. But so all up in here, I know that where these vines touch the ground, I have new vines coming up. So this, am I spraying it? No. Because as far as I'm concerned, everything can grow to the front. Okay, this does not get sprayed with anything, but it's natural. That's what the Mirlitons do. Some of the old vines die, and she grows new ones. Plus, all up in here, I have new vines that have rooted, and I have Mirlitons that have taken root and grown vines, and so she's huge. This is a Dupuy-Prejean, everybody. This is the Dupuy-Prejean, and I'm trying to preserve her. We're going to market, Plaquemine Tractor Supply, Saturday, weather permitting, from 9 until noon, or until we're sold out. We've been selling out. She's all organic. You might go home with crawfish or these babies are going to market. You might be going home with, oh my gosh, crawfish, turtles. You definitely going home with some worms. So we here on South Louisiana Bayou, Plaquemine, Louisiana, saving our heirloom Mirlitons. Grow free food, folks. It's never been more important time than now to have a food source in your yard that you can go to. Mirlitons are versatile. You can do anything with them. During the Great Depression, World War I and World War II, the old timers used to actually add them to apple pies, to stretch the apple pie. Stretches everything. They're heart healthy, anti-cancer. Mirliton leaf tea is medicinal. It's anti-inflammatory. Helps regulate everything. It's good probiotic, food for good, healthy probiotics in your gut. Lots of folic acid, lots of folate, lots of antioxidants. So eat your Mirlitons, grow them year round. I can go out here and get me a Mirliton, make the best hash browns you ever did eat. So they're good for everything. Nothing better than good hot hash browns, covered, smothered, stacked, and everything else. Dupuy-Prejean, saving the Louisiana heirloom Mirlitons that have been growing here for hundreds of years that our ancestors survived on. Yeah, passed from one neighbor to another by hand. Can't buy that in the store, folks. All right, see ya.